Your Health Matters, where we address issues that concern achieving and optimizing your good health. My name is Judy Feldhausen. I'm a holistic health practitioner, and I've been in cardiovascular health for like a dozen years already. And I've recently expanded my practice to include gut health and discovering root cause of disease. My practice, the Cardio Wellness Group, uses not only ancient technologies, but modern science also to help you optimize your health. We focus on increasing energy, mental clarity, and well being using our tri level approach of meals, mind, and movement. And when it comes to my business, I like to create programs and new ideas to help our clients. And really, that's where my guest today, Christopher Burgess, comes in. And he's Chris, you are a visionary. I tell you, you founded an app that I am in love with. But we're going to hear from Chris today about really behind the app. Who's the guy behind the app, and why did he transform from who he was a dozen years ago to being a personal trainer and just really going on to sharing his knowledge, his beliefs, and even more with not only his local community, but now around the world. And this app that we're going to talk about is absolutely amazing. It's the first of its kind that I saw that was so comprehensive. So welcome, Chris. I'm so glad you're here today.
And thanks for having me, Judy. And that was an incredible intro. It's probably the best one I've gotten yet. I'm going to record that and listen to that first thing in the morning.
Oh, that's awesome, Chris. Well, it's all true. So uh, that's so cool. So, Chris, tell me about your story before you got into personal training, because I think that's an important part of it.
Yes, so it comes from I've been an athlete since I was even allowed to participate in sports and everything I could get my hands into, but I tended to lean towards things that were feats of strength. I was an all-state football player, defensive most valuable player of the year, and I was a defensive lineman. So to get a transition from the sport to the bodybuilding personal training, I was well over 300 pounds as a defensive lineman when I first went to go play, and that was like a requirement because I was short. Even though I'm over 6 foot, just in that high of a level, I was a little guy. And so I made up for it by basically just making myself a bowling ball. Like I would just try and get as big as humanly possible, and realized that wasn't healthy. And from there, I lost well over 100 pounds and went
Wow.
into just bodybuilding as a hobby, not as a heavy competitor. And through that, I caught the eyes of many people. I mean, thousands over the decade that I've helped out or motivated and so on. And through my own story, it was never a goal of being a business. It just turned into I was being asked so many questions of people who hadn't seen me in a long time, or certain people seeing me put up so much weight in the gym at that time, people just asking for help. So the personal training was not ever really a goal. It was just through my own transformation, I motivated others. And I either motivated them to want to do more for themselves or just got them curious enough to start asking questions. But from there, I started training people, and it was always on the side. So professionally at that time, I had ran my own construction business, believe it or not. And I was doing blue collar work, building anything from pipe fences, barns, what I call ranch construction, essentially everything but houses. And from there, I got picked up by a commercial employer in commercial construction. And this is where it really all comes together. At that, corporate job, I was estimating projects for, large construction businesses or, construction projects. And our spreadsheets were pretty much automated. You change one thing and the system knew, and it would just automate everything throughout the rest of the project. And I was handwriting meal plans for people. And I said, man, it'd be cool if there was an app that would automate, your calories and macros based on the data you enter at the beginning, your metrics, but I won't go through all that technical data, but just, your desires and your goals. And I looked for apps, shot emails to like app owners and like project managers at app companies. I was like, I think this would be very beneficial because even though there's these fitness apps out there, it's like giving you the keys to a mechanic shop and then not telling you what car you're working on or what parts you need. So you have access to all this data to access entering calories and so on and so forth, but it doesn't actually automate or assist your healthy living. And that's when Affili Fit was born. It started as a spreadsheet. So our app now has a meal plan generator, a training studio, and an automated shopper. And through those healthy living, if you're meeting goals within the app, you can earn products and services from local businesses for living a healthy lifestyle, which I'll get to that one in just a second. But when it comes to building out the health automation features, I just sat in the lobby. I was asking certain employees, I was like, hey, why don't you use the apps available? Because in their insurance, because we had really good insurance, and they were offering these health apps, and it was basically just like pre-recorded videos that you could honestly find just as good as one on YouTube. And then like these standard PDF stretching routines that they did not know who I was, and they're giving me stretching routines. And as a personal trainer, that always irked me because you don't know if I should be stretching that muscle or not, you know?
Right, right.
And we,
I just tore my meniscus a couple months ago, and I'm learning that through the physical therapy, and now through the app. Also, that it's so wonderful to be able to have an app that you can put some specialized things in that assist you in not only your workout, but what really um, what really got me was when I was signing up is the meal plans and the options. It's like, oh my gosh, this is absolutely amazing. I mean, I'm gluten free, so I can choose a gluten free meal plan for people that are vegan. How many choices do you have?
12 meal plan types and counting, but we also have the manual ingredient, preferences to where you can customize it all the way down to the single ingredient across hundreds of thousands of ingredients, hundreds of thousands of recipes, and growing. We plan to reach well over 1 million recipes soon. And just the combinations are endless from our team creating them as well as our community. I'll tell you what, that caught me off guard. Building the app, and I know people like to contribute and socialize, but I didn't realize just how big and impactful the health community is. Like with creating and sharing recipes, I mean, it's honestly heartwarming to see how many are creating and adding new recipes to the database for other users to follow.
Yeah, that's so wonderful. I can't wait to continue to discover some of the things. Um, so we just got a question. We're on LinkedIn Live right now, and it will be
Okay.
available. This will be available on YouTube later. But we just got a question. What is the name of the app? So could you spell it because it's kind of strange. I mean, really,
It
Chris, it's
is.
kind of strange.
Yes, it is strange. And I'll explain why. I think it's good for people to know and to know that we may be changing the name. So,
Oh,
due to this very reason, as a founder, I thought it was so cool. So, it's Affili Fit, the affiliate of Fitness and Health. So, just Affili Fit, AFFILI-FIT, and it'll say fitness and meal planner, and then it'll have Affili Fit afterwards. We put
I
that initial statement in front due to SEO. Your
right, right,
AS.
yeah. And so we're getting a lot of interest in you and your app here. I'm not surprised. So we have another question. So you have gluten free, but do you have sugar free?
You can just exclude sugar from the ingredient preferences. Yes,
Ah, that's
yes.
awesome.
I highly recommend those. If you know exactly what you need to exclude, hit the not picky meal plan type or find a base of another meal plan type. Like I said, there's 12. You click hold on, and it'll tell you exactly what the meal plan is or meal plan type is. But if you're somebody who is, I'd say, educated in what you need as ingredients, or you're educated all the way and you know exactly what your calories, macros, so on and so forth be, click not picky and then go to the ingredient preferences and exclude ingredients from there. You can even just type them in and search those ingredients and exclude them from your meal plan.
That's great. That's great. Yeah. So, about how many recipes did you say
Oh,
that you
hundreds
have
of
so far?
thousands.
Hundreds of thousands. Listen to that, everybody.
Yes.
Hundreds of thousands. Um, so those people that are in charge of cooking dinner, right? Or breakfast or lunch, right? You can just click on something and let it find something for you to plan that is not only tasteful, but eating what you want or need to eat. So, because a lot of my clients, they have gut issues, and so certain things bother them, and by being able to say no, I can't have that, that makes it absolutely phenomenal. And so you have specific workouts too. I notice when you get on the app, it asks you what your goals are, right?
Yes.
So you
Yes.
can you
And
can
yes,
go
we
ahead.
need to know those goals. Some people ask us, like, what's up with all the questions? And it's because the app is 100% specific to you. The artificial intelligence that we have behind it is learning. So from your goals, it needs to know where to start you out at. And that's talking about the workout specifically. That's why it's instructive for you to go follow your first plan. We want to know what you're into. We want to know what your requirements are. We want to know what your goals are for the workouts. What certain body parts are you not hitting? There's a lot of things that we're measuring and tracking that we can better enhance you. But just know that app is 100% specific to you.
It's so great for the people that I am clients, that are my clients, because there's so much confusion, and it takes more than just working out to be healthy, and it takes more than just eating well to be healthy. And you even have a third availability on the app too, right?
Yes, it automates the grocery prep. So as soon as you go through and you either enter or create your own recipes or add your own food items, and then have your meals planned for the day, 3 days, or a week, I highly recommend doing 3 days. Increase success rate from there, and food just tastes good 1 to 3 days if you prep it. It will actually go and automate that grocery list, and you can add an extra percentage to account for children or other members in the household. And that's been a huge feature for us because a lot of apps just, I guess, think everybody's single and lives alone. So, yes,
Or the other people in the house don't eat it. So I have a son-in-law and grandchildren that are allergic to wheat, eggs, corn, tomatoes, nuts, shellfish, so many things. And in that family, they all eat the same thing. And so to find recipes that don't have that stuff is almost impossible. But with the
yes,
app, it makes it so much more simple.
yes. And our recipe database gets as good as we make it. And by we, I mean us as the affiliate fit team and you guys as users. We are a team that the recipes are built out from the community, us and you guys included. So if you don't see something in the app, create the recipe. I'm sure there's something at home. I add tons that I thought would be on there. And it's crazy. You can see the reviews. So all of the recipes in the app can be reviewed with 5 stars, and people can leave comments and reviews, and as well as like the workouts. So you never know that meal that you've been doing at home for the past 3 years or so. You may know, or like you never know that that might help somebody live a healthier lifestyle. That one recipe that you've been eating that you think is so boring or that you think is so simple, somebody may get it in their meal plan generation or through searching through the community. And that one recipe could help somebody live a healthier lifestyle.
That's amazing. And what I like is the other thing that you've added to this. It's that reward program. Reward you for working out. Tell me how that works.
Yep. So that's where the original plan of the name Affili Fit came in, the affiliate of fitness and health, was to basically being a connecting member in the community. So I wanted to connect local employees to local small businesses. And we were working with our first few companies, this is almost 4 years ago. And they said, we want some type of reward system. And they initially just wanted points, like in the app. Me, I looked at it as, an entrepreneur in a finance. And I said, I am going to spend all this money to develop something that just has a number on the page that the user can do nothing with. And I understand it's popular, gamification, so to speak. And so I sat down and said, you know what if I can make this far more impactful? And so I was at the right place, right time. And Castrol Oil Change was our very first rewards partner that said, hey, if you could get my logo in the app, I'll offer free oil changes every month to users living a healthy lifestyle. And so it just snowballed from there. So what we've done is we've turned healthy living into currency, and then we allow local businesses to offer products, promotions, or services to those users as a reward for living a healthy lifestyle, completely free. We do not charge local small businesses to offer products, promotions, or services in our app as a reward for living a healthy lifestyle. Because you'd be amazed, because we take our app and we partner with local employers and benefits brokers. I say local employers. Our app has users worldwide, but our strategy right now is finding employers and benefits brokers and having as a benefit to those employees to help reduce, so many other factors. But when we have access to all of those employees, when we send out surveys in the beginning, you'd be amazed at how many of those employees didn't know about the local small businesses. Like they didn't know they existed. And these local small businesses are spending an astronomical amount of money trying to compete. I won't say names, but like large brands or large box stores in the area. They're trying to compete with them for ad space and, social media presence. And they're spending all of this money to access the people we already have. And on the flip side, employers are really wanting to improve the health of their employees, and they're really wanting to improve engagement. So behavioral health and engagement, that's what our app is built around. That's the core. So we automate healthy habits. We're like, okay, we're on our way to completely automating the healthy lifestyle. But how can we increase the engagement or improve the engagement that is not just on a single emotional pull? Not just like, hey, lose 10 pounds now. Something that's exciting at first, and then you realize, oh, I got to put in work for 30 days. But from here, we realized that we could take that same energy and that same focus and have something that has a revolving ecosystem of helping the employees live a healthier lifestyle, but also saving those local small businesses tons of money on advertising and marketing costs by allowing them to have direct access to all of those potential customers or existing customers to retain them at no cost outside of the product promotion or service.
Right. So if any small businesses, large businesses are watching this, you need to get in touch with Chris so that you can be able to offer your product and services either as a discount or free to people in your local area, or as I'm doing anywhere, because I offer holistic blood reviews, and that can be done anywhere around the world because of the wonderful benefits of Zoom. So get in touch with Chris, not just as a user, because everyone needs to have the app in their hand uh, to to have a healthy lifestyle. I don't know, Chris, you might put me out of business here.
No, no, we partner with you guys. Yes. So also, if you're a primary physician or just any medical professional assisting others, live a healthier lifestyle, we can improve your customer retention, but also your customer results because we eliminate those tedious tasks of the meal planning. I mean, to do a proper meal plan, it would take you 2 to 3 hours if you're starting from scratch to
Right.
actually calculate all those calories manually. And we do that in seconds. And so we can help the doctor, the medical professional sit down with their client and say, I don't want you to eat X, Y, and Z. Do not eat these foods, due to whatever comes back in their blood work. Just as well as I do. I mean, me and my wife, even though we live together, we eat, we work next to each other. There's certain things that she can eat that I can't eat, vice versa, or shouldn't eat. There we go. And if that doctor can sit there and just say those list of 5, 6 things, and then our system, as soon as they do it one time, it notices it throughout the future. We then keep them away from those certain ingredients that could have a downfall to their health, but also allow them to have 24/7 access to an app that can even provide them sweets that still keep them within their caloric range so that they don't fall off of their health journey.
Wow. So another question is that one of our watchers can't see it in the app store. So I'll make sure that I put it in the notes on LinkedIn, and also in the notes in on YouTube, uh, because it the spelling is a little different. So
Yes. Yes, and you can also go to affilifit.com, AFFILIFIT.com. Scroll down until you see the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store buttons, and you can just click those and it'll take you to the associated app store. And I bet you're seeing the logo, but the beginning of it says fitness and meal planner, and then it has a colon and then a Philly Fit. And like I said, we do that for app store optimization when people are searching. So just let people know, maybe there's a young entrepreneur out there who is seeking to get app views or app downloads. We put the value first due to what people are first searching.
so that might be an idea way to search too, right?
Yes, yes.
Absolutely. So we're almost out of time. I can't believe this. We're almost out of time. So can you, is there something that you would like to leave our audience with that maybe we didn't mention?
I always like to think I'm somewhat wise, and I would like to share a piece of wisdom, and that is know who you are and know what your goals are.
Mm,
And so the best way to help others is after you've helped yourself. And I'm saying this because, I'm on the support line with many employees, and they get in the app and they want to start this healthy lifestyle, and they're worried about how others around them are going to adjust to them switching their whole lifestyle around. And just know the only way you can help somebody else is if you help yourself first. And the best way to help somebody else, especially in this health journey, is to live by example. So even if it's
mm,
just your neighbor watching you walk every morning, you'd be amazed. My wife and I started 75 Hard. It's a program. And this was a year ago almost. And we started walking down our road, our dirt road. It was a month by. And next thing you know, we seen all these other neighbors and we were just crossing them walking down the road. And we started like, excuse me, we started, this unannounced group that just started walking in the evenings. So just know also that your health journey could be impacting somebody else's life and you not even know
that is so true. That's so true. The smile you give someone sometimes is the only smile they get that day,
it. Yeah,
right?
very true.
So absolutely lead by example. Know what you want. Know what your own values are, so you can stick to them, because otherwise you don't know where you're going.
Yes. Yeah, you got to have that internal compass. I have my journal right here actually that I write in every day. And it has a compass on it because I write in it and I want to make sure that I'm staying on the path. And my life's
That's it.
mission is to
That's
improve
it.
the health and
That's
wealth
so
of
cool.
communities.
So
Yes.
so not really what we're talking about here, but what you just said about having a journal and writing in your journal. I've written 2 books from stuff from my journal that I've taken from my journal over the years. And um, it's amazing. Rereading it is sometimes more beneficial than just writing it, because knowing where you were compared to where you are is absolutely amazing. So
Yes.
we are getting more comments. Loving the advice. So thank you so much, Chris. And How can people get in contact with you besides just downloading the app?
Yes, I highly recommend reaching out to me through LinkedIn or email. So directly through my LinkedIn profile or my email, Chris, CHRIS, at AFFILIFIT.com. And if you're somebody who likes to still talk on the phone, which that's me, is give me a call at 469-975-8866. And you can even text me with your name prior. That way I know it's not some robocall or spam call, or that I know to get back to it. And that's the best way to get a hold of me. And any questions you have, if you can't find the app, you have a health question, there's no limit, and I'll let you know.
That's awesome. I so appreciate you coming on, being a guest today, Chris, and sharing this amazing app with our audience so that people can have a leg up and have an easier journey. Because even with all the stuff that you're supplying, it still can be challenges to stay and get healthy, right?
Yes. And just know we're not perfect. So I will say this as an ending thought. We are built by you guys for you guys. So you'll notice when you're going through the app, these neat little features that are just in random places that are like, that makes sense. I'm glad that's there. It got there because some user felt moved enough to reach out to us through the share feedback or through email and said, "Be cool if y'all had this," or "Hey, I don't think this works right. I could we do something like this?" We love those emails. We love those messages through the app because that's how the app gets to where it is today. So we're not perfect, but through you guys together we can.
That's amazing. And so,
Yeah.
if anybody is downloading the app, we have a special promo code. It's Cardio WG. The name of my company is Cardio Wellness Group. So, Cardio WG for the promo code for the app. And I just am thanking everyone for being here today, for all the questions we get, all the people that are watching now and in the future. I thank Chris for being such an amazing guest, for creating an app that is so easy to use. And I would just like to leave. Oh, I hear the puppy.
Yeah,
I
sorry.
would just, that's okay. I would just to leave with a thought for today, because really there is one good time to start a wellness journey, and that's today. So please, everybody, do one thing for yourself today. And tomorrow is today. So do one thing at least for yourself then. And everyone, have a great day. Stay well, be fit, and download the AffiliFit app. So thank you, Chris.
Yes, thank you, Judy. Thank you so much.